Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Hogwarts Legacy video. And today we're back in Professor Fig's classroom. I have a new quest.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell him?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Okay, so there's a chest here. Then there's something like blue right here.
Revelio.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
And I just sent you an owl plus requesting him here in Lower Hogsfield, a hamlet. Okay, so can we go there later or do we have to go now? He's here, right? Gotta go. The world map. This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. The hamlet, Lower Hogsfield. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, flue flames, side quests, and collectibles. At the Capori will remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new
Professor
opportunities
Fig
like...
and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Unveiling new opportunities like countless dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations. Okay, so we have a lot of quests. Let's see, there's this one. To attend herbology class, and is there anything else here? There's meet up with Natty, girl from Wagadu. So probably go to herbology class first, since you know we're already here, I guess. Is there an easier way to get here? There's a food flame, but we haven't discovered it yet. Okay, so this is closer than where we usually are. Okay, so we keep straight or to the side.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Okay, so this is biology class. Now this looks cool. Like a whole greenhouse type. That's locked. Locked too. Okay, so we discovered this food flame.
Sugar Punch's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
That's gonna be loud.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Let's see.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
You smart to cover your ears. Okay.
Quickly, place your mandrakes in the new pot and pat down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
That's how she...
I'm very sorry
Keeps
about
that.
that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Was that all? What's up?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
The
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
We gotta talk to Professor Garlic.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
I mean, I haven't been there, so... Okay, so... The dittany seed...
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay, so... Meet... Lander?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Okay.
Nice work in Defense
This
Against the
looks-
Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick. Dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Hufflepuffs too. At least you did.
But yeah, this place looks so cool. Like, so big and like spacious. Just has that feeling of calm, you know, and peace. Okay, go downstairs.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Act the target dummy with the chomping cabbage. Okay, hold and tap or open the dual wheel and assign the Chinese chopping cabbages. Then tap LB to use your assign tool. Right. And
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
yeah.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Suppose they could come in handy, sure, but that's just a dummy. I was imagining it already.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Take your
get.
time. I'll see you back in class.
Alright, I'll get all of these, honestly. Because why not? We might need them in the future. Is there anything else?
Revelio.
Here, maybe?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oh, that was...
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern.
Right, we have another activity here. Next up, we have potions class. I really want to check out what this is about, but I feel like could probably go to our classes first. Use a Foo Flame. Meet up with Professor Sharp. Where? Put a waypoint.
Powers should be kept in the oldest pureblood families, like the Blacks. Wouldn't want riffraff running things. That's what my mother said.
Professor Weasley was named Dorothy.
Okay, it's this side.
Shouldn't there be always someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look complete.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
He's definitely like Professor...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Professor Snape.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yeah?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I really want to help him, but I'm not sure if that would really be good. You know what? Screw it. I'll get you that feather.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember.
I hope he doesn't miss it. Okay, got mongrel fur. Okay. Where's this feather? Memorandum. 31st of December 1875. Borgin and Burks. Increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of night. What we know as shop's reputation, we are adding more orders to join those that have already been watching the shop. Okay,
Revelio.
Can we use Revelio? There is blue leather gloves. Is it This that he wants. So, do we get like anything else that we needed? I think we did.
Your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Better not explode or something, because
Efficiency and potions
then
are two things
I
that cannot
don't
be
know where you
rushed.
got that from.
Have patience
But
and
it's
be
not
thorough.
my fault. We gotta brew the Edurus potion.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Okay, that...
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, the smell!
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Definitely a troublemaker.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Maybe he did do it on his own. And maybe he sneaked into your office or something.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Should we try to play them? I want to, but I feel like that's not gonna work. Shoot. You know what? Let's just be honest. You know, what's the worst that can happen? He's not gonna expel us, right?
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay, so...
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
It was nothing.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Okay, so...
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Yeah, I don't like Professor Black either, dude. He's the worst. Wait. Okay, I thought she had... Her hair is just curl. I thought she had snakes in her hair. I was like... God, Medusa up in here?
Everybody knows you're in remedial potion.
Okay, so I think that's it for that. Then go here, talk to Natty.
Do you happen to have any valerian sprigs?
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
What's up with this?
Revelio.
My glove, my mother said.
Yeah, how? Don't imagine the painting real a clue when she cast Lumos near it. Okay, we gotta cast Lumos. Okay, first we need to get it. Alright, this is Lumos. So let's go with get the fire one here, right? Need it for this real quick.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Wait.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
So I could probably this back.
Revelio.
Statue with an radiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction. Potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. There's something here.
Revelio.
This. So, do we use Lumos again?
Lumos.
Okay, we do.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Take this moth back to the frame. Right here.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
We also got field side. Right. Yo, Lenora, I solved it. First.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Oh, I'm not telling. I followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.